Turn it around. Let me turn it around. I'll tell you why I said 1 minute for. As you can see, I got my Yankee hat on.
It just is. It's hard to explain unless you've been in it. Right.
Yankees are playing. Go Yankees. I'm a big New York fan. Big New York fan.
Generation to generation. You grew up that way.
I love the Yankees. You know what I mean? They're a good team. They're a hell of a baseball team. Anyways, guys, that's what I'm doing today. I'm watching the game, relaxing until later on tonight. You know, I'll be writing some new quotes. Hopefully, you guys will check them out on my page. And if you do, please do me a favor. Hit the like button right on my on the post. You know, it takes what, a few minutes to do that. Now, for the ones that don't know who I am, I'm Louis Foligno, aka Louis the Lions. I'm a first-time inspirational book author, writer, and motivational speaker. Where you guys can follow me right here on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Those three mainly. You know what I mean? I got my first inspirational book out, guys, called The Lion's Den of Wisdom, written by yours truly, Louis Foligno, aka Louis the Lions. I am working on some other projects, some new books, you know what I mean? And I tell you, it's going to take me a little bit. Because instead of rushing into things, you know, I am a firm believer that success doesn't happen overnight. You can't rush success. You have to work at it. You know, we all have to climb up the ladder slowly in order to achieve the impossible. You know, so I'm working on them slowly. Each day I'm working towards, you know, new ideas, new sayings, new wisdom, you know, for my books. Because I'm a firm believer, you know, education is the most important thing. And that's what, you know, a lot of people lack. You know what I mean? The education. Everybody wants to go around and use this, use these, use a knife, you know, or whatever, you know. Or they got their little clique or their little posse, you know, they gotta beat you up, you know, they gotta rob from you, they gotta do stupid things, you know what I mean? We gotta put a stop to this. We gotta stop. We gotta nip this in the bud, you know? It's never okay to have a political, violent action towards anybody. Just because you may not like what I say, you know, I'm not everybody's cup of tea. You know what I mean? Let me put it that way. And I'm sure that you're probably the same way. You know what I mean? So, if you can understand that, it makes it simpler. You know what I mean? But this negative nonsense going on in the world, killing one another, it's got to stop. It's got to stop. You know, because those type of individuals with cowardice actions such as that, they think that it's going to scare the ones that are trying to make a positive, you know, positive stance in the world, you know. Now, I'm nowhere in the book as Charlie Kirk. You know, God bless his soul. You know, he was a great man. He had a lot of education. He had a lot of knowledge. He didn't have to go to college, you know what I mean? He never went to college. But I tell you, that man had more smarts than anybody that did. I don't know, guys. This world is crumbling. You know, if we don't come together, we're not going to have much of a world to live in, to stand on, or to do anything with. We got to stop these Democrats, these Democratic governors in states, making the states worse than what needs to be. Not stopping the violence, not getting rid of the drugs and on the street or in the school. You know what I mean? Getting rid of the gangs.
Single to left his first time up.
How about stopping transgender men that want to play Peter Pan and dress up as a woman, you know what I mean? And go into a woman's bathroom. Thank God I'm a man. But if I was a woman and I had my daughter and I went into the bathroom and I seen that, Maron, I don't know about you, but I would fucking flip, you know what I mean? Come on. You're a man. How are you genderly confused? You got a thing, you go to the next restaurant. You know what I mean? You don't come into a woman's bathroom. You know what I mean? But see, that's what these Democratic governors in these states don't want to stop. They allow it. They welcome it. It's more like they're welcoming more crime into the cities, communities, neighborhoods. While others, such as myself and probably others like yourself, that are fighting hard to get rid of all that crap. Get rid of the drugs. Get rid of the violence. Get rid of the gangs.
Ralph's. Fresh for everyone.
You know what? We're working overtime here because these Democratic governors in-house is making it a little bit harder, but that's okay. That's okay. Like Trump said, like J.D. Vance said, like Charlie Kirk said, and like many others said before, that's okay. We're going to make America great again. You put the job in front of us, we got our work cut out. But I guarantee you, we're going to clean up state by state. We're going to make America great. Why? Because that's what needs to be done. We have to come together as a force. Not a violent force, not a disrespectful force, but a force of faith, a force of God. That's the type of force we need to have. Not a force of vengeance, violence, hate. We don't need any of that. But be a force for the Lord. You know what I mean? Let's get America back on track again. Anyways, guys, I'm out of here. I hope you guys have a great day. I'm going to sit here, watch my game, relax. You know what I mean? Like I always tell you guys in every video, if you're not having a blessed day, pray upon it. What else do you got to do? And what else are you? What are you going to lose by doing so? If you're not having a good day, talk to that man. I guarantee you that man is always listening. He knows your problems before you even get ready to tell him. Anyways, I'm getting off here, guys. You guys be good. I'm Louis Lyons. Love each and every one of you guys. And remember, I couldn't do any of this without three things. You know the three things. God and Jesus, all of you guys, and my family. All of you guys here is what makes me strong. Makes me keep doing the positive things that I'm doing. And I want to say thank you to all of you guys. Alright? You guys have a good day. I'm out of here.